Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2015 Nissan NV200 so you can make yourself an informed decision. Now, coming in on the front left tire, you're down about 30% tread on all season radios, down but definitely not out. Now, coming behind the front left tire, first thing I want to point out is that this is the outer CV boot. Now, these are full of grease, and if it was ripped, you'd see grease all over the place, and it's important not to because it keeps the axle lubricated. Now, this is the left lower ball joint, and this is critical. It holds the wheel to the chassis. It is tight. This joint right here is part of the left sway bar link connected from there up to right there, and it's important to be connected because what that does, it dampens the sway when it goes around the corner. This is the left outer tie rod. Now, this is the most important thing on this left side of all because it's the only thing that holds the wheel to the steering, and it is tight. Now, this is your left rear, this is your left shock assembly, and your spring suspension is intact. More importantly, this tube is full of oil, and if it was leaking, you'd see it leaking all the way down here, and that's a good sign that it's good and dry. Now, brakes, you've got brand new brakes and rotors. Oh yeah, these have just been replaced. You've got 50,000 K on your front brakes and rotors, so definitely no issues with brakes. Now, under just a quick peruse of the bottom of the motor here, this is the bottom of the tranny here, okay? Now, see for yourself, good and dry. This is the bottom of the motor and the oil pan right there, and you see for yourself, good and dry. No indication of leaks here whatsoever, and that's always a good thing. Nobody wants leaks in their driveway. Now, coming in on the rear left tire, you got about 80% tread here on all season radios, so definitely a lot more tread on the rear than you have on the front. The rear spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks that I can see. Your rear left shock, if you follow that, there is followed up against full of oil. If it was leaking, you'd see it all the way in there. Rust is not an issue. A leak is. Now, your brakes, you got about 20,000 K, 30,000 K left on your rear brakes there, okay? I'm not seeing any indication of leaks, either in the, your exhaust, intact, looking well. It does some surface rust, no issues with that. You got your spare tire there, always comes in handy. Okay, so on the rear left side, I am not seeing any indication of problems. You definitely got some cracks in your windshield there. You want to be addressing that. That's about $300 for a windshield. Okay, coming in on a front right tire, about 50% tread on all season radios, down but definitely not out. On your outer CV boot, full of grease, good and dry. Right lower ball joint, good and tight. Right outer tie rod, good and tight. Most critical, right sway bar link connected from there up to there. They're doing its job. Brakes, brand spanking new, back brakes and rotors. Your right shock, spring suspension intact, no brakes, and you follow it down, good and dry. So, again, no indication of oil or tranny oil that I can see. So far, so good. And about 50% tread on all season radios on the back. Actually, they're different tread than the other side, so just that you're aware of that. Okay, now your right rear spring suspension intact, no cracks, no breaks. Your right rear shock, good and dry, very important. Brakes brakes about the same as the other side, about 30,000 K left on them. Yeah, so a lot of good brakes in there, definitely on the front. Clean, I'm not seeing any indication of leaks here. Exhaust is clean, bottom of the car is clean. Yeah, no issues I can see underneath. Okay, now with the scanner plugged in, it's saying that, oh, it's a little hard here to read. Okay, no powertrain DTCs or diagnostic trouble codes, which is a good sign. There's no trouble codes in the motor, so that's a good thing. Now, you've only got 94,000 K, but very low K. A bit of a crack in your your radio there and your navigation, so you're aware of that. And now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, with the motor running, very, very clean. Now, something you always have to do on checking on any car is take a look and take the oil cap, look underneath and see if there's any white goo. If there is, that's an indication of a mixture of oil and antifreeze, which would be an internal leak, i.e. a head gasket leak, and a big problem. I am not seeing any indication of that on this at all. So in the motor, I'm not hearing any indication. In fact, it's very low K. So other than you've got a little bit of the tires in the front are a little bit down, your windshield's definitely cracked, bit of a crack on the on your navigational system there. I am not hearing or seeing anything of any concern other than that. So that is my estimation of this vehicle, and as far as I can tell, it's been well maintained. Now, if you buy, remember, come to me for the 3 for free, because I'm going to protect your cat. I'm going to give you the 10% fuel saving, and I'm going to stop this from getting stolen ever. Have a good one. Thank you very much.